Good morning, everybody. So it is a nice Friday morning, and I'm here at a pretty big, pretty decently sized sale. Now it's supposed to start at 7. They never start, or like the time they say. They never do. Um, this one's no different. It hold on, turn the radio down here. It listed like collectibles. It didn't list video games, but there was a picture that showed video games like on a shelf. Now, when I got here, that's where I wanted to go. Well, here, I'll show you the sale real quick. It's in like that garage. Pretty big sale right there. So I knew exactly where I wanted to go. Well, when I went over there, the games were set up on a table. At this point, I saw another YouTuber there. Pretty cool guy. Definitely has some great finds. I saw 2 swap meet vendors that I deal with. Really cool guys. They buy games and sell them to me really good prices. One of them's a little higher price, but the other one is really great. So I'm digging through. This is the stuff I initially bought. For $40, I got Sonic Adventure 2, MDK 2, Virtual Fighter 3rd. I don't know how you freaking say that one right there. And then this PS3 controller. And I noticed that the vendor who sells the stuff cheaper, he was picking up a Nintendo. And I heard the guy say the price, $10. I look over, it's a top loader. Like, man, $10 for a top loader? I missed out. But he already had it like in a pile set aside. So that was, whatever. So I talked to him, and this is why it's important that you guys, when you go to your swap meets, be friendly, make friends with the vendors, because they'll sell you the stuff right out of their truck right after they buy it. And it was still a great deal. Ask him how much you want for the Nintendo. $25. Amazing deal for a top loader. $25. Got the top loader. No dog bones, but it came with two regular controllers, 2 zappers. So can't beat that. $25. I mean, that's a smoking deal for a top loader. I mean, even missing the dog bones, whatever. So I'm super stoked right now. I started Friday off great. So yeah, there's a citywide sale this weekend that I don't know if I'm gonna go to it today. Probably do more tomorrow, because usually I don't know. I hate going Friday to a citywide and then going Saturday to a citywide. I always end up hitting sales I've hit the day before, and it's like sometimes you get mixed up in the area and stuff. So probably just gonna hunt around here for a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. I might just go back to my town, because the other guy, he's out here hunting. I don't want to step on his toes and stuff. So yeah, we'll see. When I find something else, I'll show you guys. If not, everything will be from tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Hey everybody, so it is a pretty nice Saturday morning. I'm out getting ready to garage sale, just leaving my house, and I see a yard sale. Stop, and sure enough, she had some games. So for $8, I got Game Boy Advance SP, Mario Party DS, which I have the case for that. There was a Crash Nitro Kart in the SP. And then 3 Wii games. We got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Wii Sports, and Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. So, there you go. Disco onlys, but for $8 for everything, that's a great deal. Pretty good way to start the day. Very first sale I see right down the street from my house. Like, probably 4 or 5 houses down. And she says she had a whole bunch of Nintendo games and a drawer full. And she said she gave them to her son, but she said her grandson probably knows where they're at. So we'll see about that. Because I told her I'm going to come back. Obviously, I'm going to come back home, so if they're still set up. So yeah, I'm going to hit it pretty hard today, so hopefully I find some good stuff. I'm hoping for that. This is my 3rd stop. This girl's really, really hot. My 3rd stop. And I got for $25 a complete in box original Xbox, which the only reason I got it is because I didn't have a boxed original Xbox. So I have a lot of different box systems, but that's one that I don't have. It's weird, but I don't ever see them. And then these games right here, nothing special. So $25 is pretty cheap. I was happy with that. About to hit another sale right now. Today feels like it's gonna be a pretty good day. I'm gonna find some good retro stuff, so we'll see. Show you. So no score here. $15. I got it's like rose, I think, rose pink or whatever. DS Lite, and it's complete. It has everything. It's even got the stylus, which is usually always gone. And then there was one game, Mario Kart. So pretty good, 15 bucks. Not a bad day. I stopped at one sale, and he said he has a bunch of old N64. He told me to come back in an hour, and he should have it out. And he said he had Game Boy stuff too. So hopefully that works out, and I score that stuff. So cross my fingers on that one. So see you guys in a bit. Man, so this is what I just picked up. Some good stuff there. Now, Nintendo's right there. I paid 40 bucks. Pretty good deal. He had a whole bunch more games. Now the rest were really common sports stuff, but he did have Three Stooges and Lone Ranger. Three Stooges is easier to come by, but Lone Ranger is, I never see that game. He really wanted to keep it. I don't know. He was really attached to it. I offered him like 20 bucks for it, even though it's like about what it goes for, but he was holding on to it. But for 40 bucks, I did pretty good. That what is it? Right there. Wario's Woods. That one is actually pretty uncommon. Also released on the Super Nintendo. Usually, when that happens, the games are pretty uncommon on the NES. So I think I did really good. 40 bucks is an amazing deal. Definitely happy with the day. It's just about time to go back to the guy's house who said he had the N64. So really hoping on that one. So this sale right there. I came back to the area where the N64, I got to come back and see if he's got it. And another sale popped up. So for 20 bucks, I got 4 Xbox games. 5 bucks each, but they're good titles. So the only reason I paid that much. Yeah, so, and they're minty too. Like they're complete, all mint. So yeah, I'm about to hit the sale right now. So hopefully he has this stuff. I'm crossing my fingers that he's got it. So yeah, I'll let you guys know that he couldn't find the N64, but I got his number, so I'm gonna call him on Wednesday. But there's another sale over there. Let's see, for 2 bucks each. Metal Gear. Well, actually, I paid 7, so they didn't have change, and I had $7 in my pocket. So Metal Gear Solid, Fear Effect, Mortal Kombat 4, which is a little harder to find on the PS1, and then Superman, the Man of Steel on Xbox. So it's a pretty good day. Right now, I'm leaving the city I'm in and going to another little community sale that's going on. One that I always do pretty well at. So I'll let you guys know if I find anything there. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. As I actually stopped at a different community sale on my way to the other one. This is a sale right here. And I just got a pretty big PS2 bundle. This whole box is full. I don't know, I'll show you guys later what it is. It's all common stuff, but for 20 bucks, it's not a bad deal. So yeah, I'm gonna hit this one and see if I find anything. So I came to another, you can see the storage units and stuff. Storage unit one. Got a couple things. People are starting to catch on, I guess, but not a lot. I mean, okay, so this one, I got Grand Theft Auto 5 for 2 bucks. $2 for that one. And then she gave me this one for free, disc only of Crash Bandicoot 2. And then right next to her, for 8 bucks, I got Gunmetal and the Xbox. Just look pretty cool. And then this one's kind of hard to find on the PS2, Mr. Mosquito. So missing the case, but it's got the manual, so that's pretty cool. There was a guy selling Super Nintendo with just Mario World. He wanted like 50 bucks. That's not a bad deal. But I'd rather find one in a big bundle with a bunch of games. And then one lady, the lady I got the Grand Theft Auto 5 from, she had one Nintendo game. She said she had a bunch more earlier, but somebody bought them. And she said she had a sealed Tetris. I mean, that's pretty cool, but I mean, it's just Tetris, so I'm sure it's not anything crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty much done for the day. If I find any more sales on the way home, then I'll stop, and if I find something, I'll let you guys know. But if not, I'll get home, get everything together, and show you guys what I got. See you in a bit. Let me turn that off. Okay, so you guys remember the first clip? I scored that Advanced SP and stuff like that, and well, the lady told me she might have more stuff to come back later. I told her, yeah, I'll just swing back by because it's right down the street from my house. Well, I did, and there was more people there. I went up and I said, you guys happen to have any more games? And she said, she went and grabbed, she had like a PS2 she didn't know if she could sell. And her son or whatever, he was like, well, I have a box of Nintendo stuff at home. And he was like, but I think, I want to keep it or whatever. And his wife was like, do you really? Like, you don't even ever play it. It sits in the closet. And he's like, yeah, you're right. So he's like 5 minutes away. So he went down to his house and he came back. Man, this is amazing. For 40 bucks, there's just some of the games. And then this whole box. And right here is the gem. Metal Storm. Insane. Can't believe that one was in there. Also, there's a Nightmare on Elm Street. That's a pretty decent one. I got the Nintendo. All these games, 40 bucks. Amazing deal. I'm so freaking excited right now. This is an amazing day. Man, I can't wait to get home and show you guys what I got today. I'll see you guys in a bit. What's up, everybody? So I am all done with garage sales, and today was insane. Went out yesterday, scored one thing from one sale, and then I ran a few errands, stuff on my car, stuff like that. So I cut the day short, and then today I hit up a citywide and 2 community sales and just knocked it out of the park. And the very last sale I went to was like 4 or 5 houses down the street from my house, and I scored huge. So I'm going to show you Friday, Saturday, and then I had an early week pickup that was really good as well. So let's jump into it. Friday, I went to a sale, and it didn't list video games. It listed like collectibles and comics and stuff like that, so I figured, it'll have some good stuff. Well, I noticed in one of the pictures, at the very bottom corner, like one of the pictures, it showed up big shelving full of DVDs and stuff. In the very bottom corner, I saw PS2 and Xbox games. So I figured, I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Well, when I got there, there was already a bunch of other people that I know buy video games there. So I knew that was kind of a bust. And they had all the games set up on a separate table. So I walk up and people are digging through them. I was able to get a couple of the games from there. So this is what I got first. I found 3 Dreamcast games. They had their games priced relatively close to retail. But, I mean, since I bundled stuff, I got a better deal. So for 40 bucks, which is not a bad deal, I got Virtua Fighter, Sonic Adventure 2, and MDK 2. These are all complete in really nice condition. And then a PS3 controller. So 40 bucks, not a bad deal. Now, as I was digging through those games, I noticed that one of the swap meet vendors that I buy from was also there, and he was buying a Nintendo. Now, I overheard him as he was talking to the guy selling, and he asked how much for the Nintendo, and the guy told him 10 bucks. I was just like, ugh, man. I don't know where the Nintendo was or if he had it set aside prior to, but I mean, this is one of those sales that said they start at 7. I got there, 20, 30 minutes early, in the hopes just wait a little bit until they open the gates. No, they were well on their way. They probably started at 6 or 5:30. So, it's cool. But this, like I said, get to know your vendors and become friends and, buying stuff from them, it pays off. So, after he left, walked over to his car, I walked over to him and asked him, hey, you want to sell that Nintendo? Sure enough, I knew he was going to say yeah, because that's what he does. So I asked him how much you want for it, and he said 25 bucks. Now, it wasn't just the regular Nintendo, it is a top loader. So for 25 bucks, I got the top loader, came with the cables, 2 zappers, and then just 2 regular NES controllers, no dog bones. But I mean, 25 bucks, that's a steal for one of these. Okay, so that was the end of my Friday. So now Saturday, I solely went freestyling. I just knew the city that I was going to was having a citywide sale, so I just figured I'm just going to follow signs. So it paid off really well. Now, to start my day, I leave my house, and about a few houses down, there's a sale popped up. So I stop. I asked, if you had any video games, and the lady, she said, she wasn't sure. She said she knew she saw a Wii, and maybe some other stuff. So she went inside and she brought out some Wii games. Now the cases, there was like 2 cases, like a kids game and Wii Play or something like that, and then there was these disc onlys inside the cases. So there was Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Wii Sports, and Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. And then she also brought this out, Game Boy Advance SP. Does work really well. And inside it had a Crash Nitro Kart. And then also Mario Party DS. So she had those, and she said, I know we have the Wii as well. So she brings it out, and it wasn't a Wii. It was a white PS2 Slim. So when I told her, oh, this isn't a Wii, it's a PS2, she's like, oh, okay, well, I don't think I can sell it. So she brings it back inside, and then I told her, I was like, well, since you live, just down the street from me, when I come home, I'll just stop back by, and maybe, you can see if there's any other games. And she said, yeah, my kids should be here, so, we can check. So that's exactly what I did, and the very last score you'll see is from that same place, and it's amazing. So for this stuff, I paid $8. Alright, so now what's this? Yeah, I hit up the citywide. So I start off kind of like at the beginning of the city, and I didn't go any further than that. I found enough stuff, and I was cool with it. So this was the 3rd sale I went to. So not the first sale there, I didn't find anything, but the second sale there, pretty amazing. So for $25, I got a complete in-box original Xbox. Pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I know it's an original Xbox, and they're not, really sought after or valuable or anything. But I didn't have one of these. I didn't have Xbox in the box, so I picked it up, and then it came with these games: Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, 007, Everything or Nothing, Pac-Man World 2, Crimson Skies. This one is the game that comes in the system. NCAA Football 2005, and then Top Spin. This is like a sports bundle. And then Tony Hawk's Underground. So, not too bad for $25. Okay, next. This was all like in the same area. Like, I didn't drive far at all. Walk up, ask the people if they have games, and they said, at first they were kind of like, no, and then they were like, oh, well, our daughter might. So the dad went inside, and he came back out, and he brought out this. So for $15, I got a rose pink, rose metallic, I think, Nintendo DS Lite. Came with charger and everything, a couple extra styluses, and then Mario Kart DS. So not bad, $15. Alright, so next, finally hit some pay dirt. Walk up to the sale, and it just looks right. The garage was messy, and just looked like there'd be Nintendo stuff in there. And sure enough, I asked the guy, you wouldn't happen to have any Nintendo stuff. And meanwhile, he's working on his garage door. He says, yeah, I do. It's in the back corner. And I was like, here. He was like, let me fix this garage door real quick, and I'll go back there. And he's like, oh, hold on. I'm just going to go back there. So then I just pick up the screwdriver, and I start messing with the garage door, and I fixed it. So that probably helped out a lot. So I ended up fixing the garage door. He finds the Nintendo. So I set the screwdriver down, and I turn to my left, and I see a big box full of Nintendo games. I was like, oh, here's the games right here. And he's like, oh, you found the games. Okay. So he brings over the Nintendo, and I'm looking through the games, and there's some nice stuff. So the Nintendo, no cords, no nothing. And then decent stack of games. There's some uncommon stuff in here that I didn't have, and that's pretty amazing. Now, he had a whole bunch of games, but he didn't want to sell all of them. But he was kind enough to sell these ones. The only two that I picked out that he didn't want to sell was the Three Stooges and the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger I really wanted, but he didn't want to sell it, so that's cool. I got Rampage, DuckTales, Guerrilla War, Yoshi, Paperboy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Cobra Triangle, RoboCop 3. Now that one is pretty nice to have because I have 1 and 2, so now I got all 3 of them. This one's really uncommon. Wario's Woods, Shadowgate, and Laser Invasion. Another one is pretty decent game too. Definitely uncommon. So $40 for that bundle. Really nice deal. Okay, so next, I was on my way to go and see some N64 games, but I hit a sale right before that had popped up on the street, that wasn't there before, and he had some Xbox games sitting out. So for $20, I got some really decent titles here. Metal Slug 4 and 5, amazing game right there. Star Wars Jedi Academy, kind of a harder title to find on the Xbox. Of course, Star Wars Battlefront 2, always a good one to find. And Star Wars Republic Commando. So $5 each, $20, not a bad deal. Okay, so next, this was the last sale before I left the city and decided to head to another community sale. This was like in a farm area. So I get out and walk up, and on the table they had Xbox games, PS1 games, and PS2 games. So for $2 each, I had $7 in my pocket, and they didn't have any change, so we just settled on $7. So $1 off. We got for the Xbox Superman, the Man of Steel, and then the rest are PS1 games. Mortal Kombat 4, which is kind of a little bit harder one to find on the PS1. Fear Effect, that's complete. And Metal Gear Solid, also complete. So $7. This one is next. Alright, so now I was on my way to a different community sale when I looked online to make sure I was going the right way, and I noticed another community sale popped up. So I stopped. I went through. It was in a a mobile home community, and went through, and only one person had stuff. So she brings it out, and it ended up being PS2. So for $20, I got a PS2 Slim. Came with all the cables, controllers, 2 memory cards, and then a bunch of games. There was 4 PS1 games in there. We got Supercross 2000, MLB 99, Supercross Circuit, and then this one looks pretty cool. RC Digo, I think is how you say it. I'm not 100% sure, but it's made by Taito, so that's a good one right there. And the PS2 games, try to go through these quick. We got Juiced, NASCAR, Ford Racing 3, Madden, Mercenaries, Need for Speed Underground, NBA Live 08, Ultimate Spider-Man, Flat Out, SpongeBob SquarePants Movie, MX vs. ATV Unleashed, Gran Turismo 4, NBA Live 2002, Cars, Simpsons Road Rage, Motocross Mania 3, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, Midnight Club 3, Fast and the Furious, probably the only one I'm going to keep, Burnout Revenge, SOCOM, Powerdrome, Hummer Badlands, Madden, Baseball, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. So not a bad deal for $20. I mean, the PS2 Slim is always good to get. Alright, so now, this was what I got. This community sale was at a storage unit. They do it like once a month, so I went there, and already I hit a couple people, and they said somebody had already asked, so I knew it was I probably wasn't going to find anything, but sure enough, people don't know exactly what to look for. So stopped at 2 different, well, both these vendors were right next to each other. So the first one, this lady, she was only asking $2 each a game. I mean, she's probably been trying to sell these for a while or whatever. They had $5 on them, but so for $2 I got Grand Theft Auto 5, which is really good. It's all in there. And then I was digging through a box underneath those games, and there's a bunch of PS1 disc only games, and she said I could just have this one. So for free, I got Crash Bandicoot 2. And then the guy right next to her for $8, this one was $5, Gunmetal for the Xbox. And then kind of a harder to find game, pretty cool too. Sucks that it's disc and manual only, so I need the case. Mr. Mosquito, but this one's kind of up there, so pretty good deal. And this one was only $3. All right, now let's move on to the amazing find of the day. So I'm back home now, and I decided, at first I wasn't going to stop at the sale. I was just like, whatever. But I decided, yeah, I'm going to stop. So I stopped and walk up and asked them, you know, did you guys happen to find any more games? And they were talking, she brings out the PS2, and they said, well, you know, we don't have anything else with it. So I was like, I don't know. I think they said they wanted like $15 for it, which is a good deal for a white PS2. So I don't know, I might go back and get it. But the son, he was like, I do have a box of Nintendo games at home. We live like 5 minutes away. And he's like, but I didn't really want to sell them, you know, I'm just holding on to them. And then his wife steps in, and she was like, they're just in the closet, you know, sitting there collecting dust. Are you ever going to play them? And he's like, probably not. And he was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'll just go grab them. So that was cool of her. So he goes and he gets them. I go back to the house real quick to unload the stuff that I got, and I go right back down there. And he comes back and he brings a big box full of Nintendo games, and it just blew me away. So for $40, I got the Nintendo, and it came with a couple controllers, this NES Advantage, all the cables and everything, and a bunch of games. Alright, so this one right here is the only one that's really messed up, but it's Gyromite. I was hoping maybe Little Samson, something like that would have been cool, but that's cool. Then we got a bunch of games I didn't have. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. We got the Chess Master, Superman, Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. This is just amazing stuff. Karnov, Bigfoot, probably, I used to play that game all the time when I was a kid. Millipede, this one's kind of messed up label too. Rolling Thunder, Adventure Island, Turtles, this one is a good one. Nightmare on Elm Street, really good one right there. Slalom, Bionic Commando, Section Z, Heavy Barrel, Sesame Street ABC. There's more. Burger Time, Stinger, another Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, TNC Surf Designs, Mickey Mousecapade, Spy Hunter, Baseball. There's more. Super Mario Bros. Defender of the Crown, Ninja Gaiden, Hunt for Red October, Dr. Mario, Bubble Bobble, a nice condition of Gyromite, and this one I can feel has the Famicom converter in it. Tiger Heli, Adventure Island 2, that's another nice one to find. Super Mario Bros. 3, Base Wars, another game I played so much as a kid. And then amazing, this is amazing to find in the wild. I didn't find this, my copy I didn't find in the wild, so I'm probably going to end up keeping this one. Just that you know, that coolness factor of just finding it in the wild, putting it in your collection, that's, you know, what I look, unless it's totally destroyed, but pretty sure this one's better condition than mine. But really clean copy of Metal Storm. Definitely weird with the other games that were in there. I mean, this one was just in there. It's so amazing. $40 for the bundle. Just absolutely amazing. I had an awesome day. It was so cool. I mean, I found so much good stuff, so much stuff for my collection. just insane. Today was amazing. One word, amazing. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys for the garage sales. Yeah, the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo is coming up pretty quick, 20th and 21st. It's only a few weeks away, so I'm gonna bring a lot of this stuff too. So okay, so I got one more thing that's not garage sale. Didn't come from a garage sale, but one more thing to show you guys. This was an OfferUp pickup. I usually don't ever score an OfferUp anymore because people are just on it all the time, but for 40 bucks, all these PS2 games. So we've got first a really good one, Fatal Frame 2. This one is really cool. Resident Evil: The Essentials. All 3 games are in there. I mean, amazing. Definitely gonna keep that one. This was the only one that didn't have the right game in it. It's Killzone case and manual, but it has 007, Everything or Nothing. Black. Rogue Galaxy, another good one right there. Godzilla Unleashed, another good game. Guitar Hero 2. Fight Night Round 2. The whole reason that, you know, I jumped on this lot. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Now, you guys saw the previous video, the Swap Meet one. I found case and manual, so now I have it complete, and it's a black label. So stoked to have that, and for what I paid too. Final Fantasy, Dirge of Cerberus, Cerberus. I don't know how you say it. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of Roses, and I always seem to find this one missing the manual and the cards. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi, Jack X, Combat Racing, Twisted Metal Black, Terminator 3, Guitar Hero 3, and then Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Alright, so that is everything. I almost cut the video before showing that stuff. But yeah, that is all I got for you guys. Like I said, a lot of these are going to be at the Retro Gaming Expo. I'm going to have a set up there, so definitely come out and say what's up. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys for this one. So thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.